少子痛みを感じろ痛みを考えろ世界に痛みを神羅転生
If you are not from Konoha and I sense your chakra, I'm busting my Rasengan. Abandon his gang, slash his headband. Akatsuki Tachi, we wiped out his clan. And they cannot reanimate, they get into me. I'm used to them S-rank missions. My battle IQ's like Shikamaru. Immortal Hidan got turned to a victim. If you are not from Konoha and I sense your chakra, I'm busting my Rasengan. Abandon his gang, slash his headband. Akatsuki Tachi, we wiped out his clan. And they cannot reanimate, they get into me. I'm used to them S-rank missions. My battle IQ's like Shikamaru. Immortal Hidan got turned to a victim. A friend of a op is a op, treacherous snake or Orochimaru. I killed my close friend, give me Mangekyu. I'm Mataratsu if I look at you. Like Madara, he thought he was that guy, send him gates of death with my taijutsu. Ninjutsu or genjutsu, thousands of skills like the senju. Bury ups in sand like Gara. I let the thing bang like Diodara. Kisame my sword, wet him up. I love go around there, depleting chakra. Kurama demon, when I see him, I humble ninjas, Hashirama. I wasn't Sasori when he got dropped, but I play with the ops, pop him master. If you are not from Konoha and I sense your chakra, I'm busting my Rasengan. Abandon his gang, slash his headband. Akatsuki Tachi, we wiped out his clan. And they cannot reanimate, they get into me. I'm used to them S-rank missions. My battle IQ's like Shikamaru. Immortal Hidan got turned to a victim. If you are not from Konoha and I sense your chakra, I'm busting my Rasengan. Abandon his gang, slash his headband. Akatsuki Tachi, we wiped out his clan. And they cannot reanimate, they get into me. I'm used to them S-rank missions. My battle IQ's like Shikamaru. Immortal Hidan got turned to a victim. That drill got done with my kunai blade. I was gone in a flash, Minato. Rock leaf, I dropped that weight. Shinra Tensei, I'll cause them pain, Nagato. This beef is like ramen to me, I'm telling the chef arigato. Collecting their eyes like Danzo, I see through the ops, Obito. I think I see me a op, Byakugan. My bro's Kakashi, if I attack a man, he copies like Sharingan. What you know about jumping, man? Kage, Bushi no Jutsu, 1v gang. We're winning the beef, so ops wanna swap sides, like Sasuke's Rasengan. If you are not from Konoha and I sense your chakra, I'm busting my Rasengan. Abandon his gang, slash his headband. Akatsuki Tachi, we wiped out his clan. And they cannot reanimate, they get into me. I'm used to them S-rank missions. My battle IQ's like Shikamaru. Immortal Hidan got turned to a victim. If you are not from Konoha and I sense your chakra, I'm busting my Rasengan. Abandon his gang, slash his headband. Akatsuki Tachi, we wiped out his clan. And they cannot reanimate, they get into me. I'm used to them S-rank missions. My battle IQ's like Shikamaru. Immortal Hidan got turned to a victim.
Yo. Grand Rising, everybody. How is everybody doing? Oh, all right. All right. Oof. I'm really curious to see if dollar's still going to break higher. You know, yesterday, still basically what we wanted still played out on a lot of pairs. It just happened really late, like after we got off the stream. But you know, if we take a look, you know, we did wipe out the liquidity that was on the bottom side yesterday. So there's kind of two things I'm looking at on dollar right now. Are we going to respect this area, or is the market going to continue selling off from up here? The one thing that I don't like about us selling off from there is the fact that on the hourly, this is just a huge wick, right? And we could look at this as potential liquidity. But you know, because yeah, there technically is equal highs up here, depending on what broker you look at. You know, the other broker, what is this? TVC. TVC has equal highs. So this could just be a wick for us to target. But yeah, you know, and also the other thing too, this candle right here is and could be looked at as a selling climax. And then the next candle closed lower. So this could be our spring right now, and this broke back up to the upside today for London. Right, so that's why I'm thinking there's a possibility that this could go higher from here. Right, and we can see it kind of did movements yesterday, right? We had Euro sell off. You know, that wick is still open. We didn't really fill it. But yesterday when we were looking at Euro, we were talking about buys off of here. Right, but you know, if you guys narrowed it down to a 15-minute, it did play out today for London. So if you guys took that, shout out to y'all. USD CAD ran for a 1 to 5 before it reversed on us. So it is what it is. But either way, nice setup there. I'm still holding my buys on this currently. And USD CAD is one of the reasons why I'm pretty bullish on dollar as well. I want to see USD CAD continue to rally, take this high today. Possibly even come higher into our daily point of interest that we've been talking about as well. So I'm still running my buys. That's the only thing I have open at the moment. The other thing I was looking at was gold, and we did end up selling off yesterday, right? So that was clean. You know, very, very clean stuff. It hesitated a lot, and then it really sold off. So we have news today at 8:45, right? We have USD PMI. This was a nice position pre New York. I honestly kind of hesitated on this because I wanted to see if we were going to fill the 5-minute imbalance. Which, if we hang out here until news, like if we fail to break all this liquidity before news, I think it's very possible we could see one more pop up. So I'm going to keep my eyes on that. But overall, though, I want to see if gold continues going lower. You guys know we've been in the sell mentality for gold, you know, on the 4-hour. Right. Even yesterday, we respected 4-hour structure. You know, we did technically run the previous high from Tuesday as well, so that was dope. And now we have, you know, continue to trickle down here. So I think gold is inevitably going to attack the wick. I honestly think gold's going to continue selling off to take this liquidity in general. That's where my head's been at. And with today's possible daily close, we could get that daily move. Right, that daily break. So that's what I would like to see on gold and everything. You know, if dollar continues to rally from here, that would strengthen our bias on gold, on USD CAD. You know, I was looking at something for UJ as well. I don't really trade this, so this might be just me forward testing it. But that's kind of where my head's at. So we'll see what gold does. You know, this is going to be one of the things I'm going to keep my eyes on. I might have already missed the entry. I should have probably not hesitated on taking it earlier, but I just kind of wanted extra confirmation before I kind of got in. Just being very strategic with my entries. Right, but overall, though, gold to me does look like more downside because of also the buying depleting. We have a buying climax here. Market continues to close higher with less buying volume, so that also, is telling me gold down. And yeah, same thing, vice versa for dollar. We have that selling climax here, so we'll see. But that's what I would like to see if we can get that. I'm not really too sure about entries for euro and stuff. This has been very sloppy. Kind of happy I stayed away from this because, well, to be honest, I tried to take a short here yesterday live with y'all, and that kind of got clapped. But UCAD made up for that loss, so it's whatever. So yeah, that's kind of the one thing. Like, looking at euro right now is just what's kind of, triggering me, like, okay, maybe dollar can go down just the way it's printing. We respected this hourly area and stuff. But yeah, euro could just pop up more and then, sell off as well. So I don't know. We'll see this. I'm going to probably leave euro on the back burner, to be honest. I'm not going to really touch it today. It's not looking too clean. But yeah, gold's the one that has my interest. And then possibly UJ. So if we could see something like that as well. But yeah, that's where my head's at today. And then the other thing for UCAD as well that I find interesting, like, so these are kind of the things that are pushing me away from continuing to look for buys. UCAD, most likely I'm not going to buy. If anything, I'll attempt to sell if it makes sense. We are in a daily zone. I know the daily candle is this far up, but if it happens to sell off for the rest of the day, this could be a very strong wick. But on the 4 hour, we are in this imbalance. All right, so this first area we attempted that. We got hit out break even. That's fine. Position management is everything. All right. So we are in this area now. So we could see potential selling here. Volume-wise as well, we are starting to see peak out on buying. So let's see, if UCAD gives us a break to the downside, we could look for shorts. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because oil is starting to show signs of bullishness, especially with today. Compared to, yesterday, we did see a little bit of signs of bullishness. But today, we have a strong volume selling climax, and then the market traded below that, and we're starting to trade away, right? So this could be the move for oil as well. At the end of the day, right, we were looking, it's hard to say where this is going to stop for oil. We could obviously sit here and be like, oh, it's going to come down to these damn candles or something like that. But it doesn't always need to fully fill that move either, right? So if you guys are still holding the shorts, to me, this was a very strong move, right? We had a few hundred in pips, right? 600 pips or points, whatever you guys want to call it, in movement, right? So, it's the same thing with UCAD, right? We're at that point where we partialed. We're kind of chilling right now, so let's see. I still would love to see oil come down lower. Ideally, that would be nice, but I'm probably not going to be attempting a short. I would kind of just watch this to see if it's going to give us that. So, I don't really see a point of interest it would sell off from unless if it really sells off from where we're at. But yeah, this is not something I'm looking at to trade. It's more of to see if, I can correlate this with UCAD. Yeah, so that's something I'm keeping my eyes on. So if UCAD does break any lows and it's pretty obvious for shorts, then that's something we could look at. But yeah, I would ideally want this low broken if I am going to look for shorts. And, you know, it's just kind of how it looks for before news. You know, because if we come down here and it does give us a solid close, you know, and then the market ends up, you know, coming back faster than what we would like to see for news, then maybe this was just to add on for the buys. It's just something I'm looking at there for USD CAD. And then, yeah, 30. I was looking to see if we can get buys maybe. But it kind of already played out. I got up too late to my computer because I originally wanted to buy off here, but, you know, I didn't have a limit set or anything. But yeah, yesterday, you know, our idea of seeing bullishness, like we had both ideas right yesterday for 30, right? We had sells to start off the open. And then once the low and the liquidity was swept, you know, the idea of buys made sense as well. So it was just being patient, really. You know, the buys kind of played out later in the New York session, you know, around 9 to 10. But yeah, you know, last night I was looking at this and I was looking at these highs and I wanted to see if this was going to come back here to give us buys. So, you know, we are kind of doing that. So US 30, I'm going to leave on the back burner for now. I'll kind of probably wait for news and stock exchange open to attack this. But I think US 30 can come up higher. You know, we have a lot of liquidity to the upside overall. I would like to see shorts, but, you know, we've now officially, like, broken a lot of structure. So I think that we could see that counter trend to bring things back up before we see our next possible short. So that's where my head's at for that, for, you know, US 30. Hope gold gives me a retracement. Otherwise, you know, I kind of just watched this play out. I was trying to be precise. You know, I wanted to see if we were going to get a 5-minute candle here. But I honestly should have just pulled on the 15. And then I could even break even right now. I was like a 40 pip stop if I wanted the 5-minute candle. Yeah, so it wasn't that big of a stop difference. So I could have taken the 15-minute candle. But yeah, that's kind of all I'm looking at today. So I'm really going to wait for news to see what happens. You know, US 30 was clean off of this candle too, but yeah, I wasn't on my computer in time. By the time I got on my computer, it was like 6:15, so it was like this candle. So I could have probably executed right there and just held it, but I was just like, whatever. So, you know, we'll see how this plays out on 30 as well. You know, I think if we get a strong closure and the market, you know, comes back in here for the open, I think we could easily then play, you know, 5-minute structure, whatever have you, when it comes back into this hourly candle. And then we could possibly then, because now it's going to close above, you know, going into 8 or whatever when New York Stock Exchange happens and we have, you know, the news as well. Maybe we could carry 30 up like that. But yeah. That's basically what I'm going to be looking for. So yeah, for gold, I'm probably just going to wait for news at this point for gold. I'm going to be curious to see if news, you know, like I said, if we hang out in this area, I think gold could possibly just pop up into the 5-minute imbalance and then go. Like that 15-minute entry was solid, but this could be interrange liquidity, possibly. Right, and then the news could come up and then, you know, take this liquidity and then go. Yeah, I kind of also want to see how this hour plays out with dollar as well. But, the one thing that really makes me confident with dollar buys is the fact that, like, the hourly closed above and on the 4-hour as well. Like, this is just a massive wick. You know, we've been maintaining this 4-hour structure fairly well. Like, if we look at this 4-hour candle here and compare it with that selling climax candle that we identified on a higher time frame, like, this is a massive absorption. You know? But yeah, and we took out the lows, we took out the highs. So I think the overall sentiment of seeing bullishness would make sense for dollar. right? I would like to see dollar just kind of rally from where we're at, right? Gold's just kind of selling off. We'll see if we get a retracement for news. If this just dies, I'm going to be upset I didn't pull on the 15-minute. But we'll see. So Euro's playing in some imbalance right now. You know, this could sell off from where we're at. Very possible. Just curious to see what. Yeah, if we don't want to see dollar trading up higher, you know, we could see the same for euro. Or not see the same, but like see downside for euro is what I meant to say. So we swept the low of the day right now. So we are currently in the low of the day right now as well. So seeing that we took out the, you know, the low of the day, like this could be the low of the day and we can trade higher. So I like that. Euro, same kind of a deal. You know, we took out the high, possible other side. And then, you know, gold is obviously well below that. And then the other thing I was looking at was, you know, seeing silver. Silver's also playing in the 4-hour range. It just hasn't broke down as far as gold has. So that's interesting. But either way, it's in an imbalance as well. So it's playing that imbalance in there. So yeah, I think it's pretty probable that we could maybe see see the run on this liquidity maybe. Especially if we kind of hang out here. Chris, what's good? Adnan, Mason, what's going on? Alex, Josh, what's good? Block. Dollar goes higher, I think, from this area it's at. Okay, so it looks like we're on the same page there, Mason. So we'll see if we get the move. I might honestly just wait right before news to see what price says instead of trying to pull before. Because for me, it's like pulling before news entries kind of already came in, right? And that's this here. Euro, possibly. No, but I might just wait until actual news. Or wait for the 8 o'clock or 8:30 candles. I'm just going to be patient with my entry today. Yeah, the other thing that was really nice was US 30. So I'm kind of upset that I didn't get on my charts in time. So if I got on my charts right at 6, I would have been in this buy down here. Probably wouldn't even looked for anything else really. I could have just held this buy. Because yeah, it's the same thought. I think 30 could go higher. Take out that liquidity possibly. And we've also been kind of going one way this entire week as well. You know, we've been going up on dollar. So I don't know. We'll see. This week we had no real reversal. Unless you want to count yesterday's this as a reversal. Yeah, I don't really like Euro too much right now, so I'm gonna probably leave that on the back burner. It could play out. So if you guys are looking for the same thing, or you know, this could be valid to go down. I just don't like when it chops up like this. You know, when it comes in an imbalance like this, I like seeing it like break and, you know, giving me a solid move like that, and then I would enter on this. Like, this is very choppy, so I don't like that. Like, yeah, we broke a 1 minute and stuff, but it's just not clear. And this wick is just, it just looks atrocious. So yeah, I was just gonna be patient today. Let me know what y'all are looking at. You know, we could be wrong on the bull side on dollar too. Like I said, you know, just be open to that. You know, it's just, you know, just the way this closed is just, it looks disgusting, you know. It really does. It's the only reason why I want to target higher, because I feel like we'll fill this wick. But like, unless if dollar, you know, gives us a very strong like 5 minute accumulation, then I would be very confident in taking buys on dollar. But right now it's just like really choppy. Like, for example, let's say if it does this, you know, then when it breaks above this, then we can be like, okay, maybe it is going to go higher, and we see a selling climax here too. That, I think that would be solid. Let's see here. Was wondering the same thing on EU. Wanted to see if we were going to run up and run the weekly high, perhaps. Oh, sorry, guys. And fill in some of the imbalance. Looks like trash, though. Yep, I agree. Are you waiting for a pullback on gold? We'll see. I'm kind of just waiting for news at this point. You can pull a trigger whenever you want to. I'm not going to tell you to do that. I generally like trading after the news event is released, personally. There's only certain news events that I'll actually pull right before, or I'll set a limit for. And those are like news events such as like core retail sales and stuff like that, because those are generally not like super volatile. So So we did take out the liquidity. I took sells on different brokers. They all have equal lows for US 30. Yeah, that's the other thing with U30 as well. It's like if we look at 30 on the 4 hours, like we still have this too. That's why I'm gonna just wait for the open and see, what's more probable at that point. But I agree with you though. Oh, another thing I just noticed too on the 4 hour buying coming into this candle has been lower too. We might just see dollar go down, to be honest, and just take this wick too. So I'm open to that idea. That could just mean gold could just wreck through this, and that's why I'm being patient on this. So we'll see what happens here. Because, yeah, if this breaks higher going into the news, then I think it's pretty obvious we can then enter on the imbalance to take this up. So we'll see. I am bearish on gold, but we also have massive amount of equal highs and wicks and stuff up on the upside. So that could be a possibility too. So I'm open to both sides. I'm just going to give it some time to see what happens here. That's just kind of where I'm at. Because, yeah, if this just falls through the floor, then, that makes sense. That's exactly why we don't just enter off of 1 minute breaks. You guys can see Euro's just taking that zone. So if that's the case with dollars, USD CAD going to give us a short? That's my question now. And is oil going to continue? But yeah, if gold breaks above, I think it's going to be very clean for us to get in buys. And we can easily just set a pending off this imbalance. So I'm going to just wait for that. See if we get the break. Yep, and UJ didn't break that 15, so I'm not going to look for buys. All right, I'll be back. I actually need to go to the restroom real quick, so I'll be back in a sec. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see what y'all are saying in the chat. I took sells on GU based on the 15-minute gap fill. Let me see here. So, sells on GU on the 15-minute gap fill. Wait, which 15-minute gap fill? Talking about from yesterday or today? If you did, you're probably biting your nails right now, aren't you, Kev? I think gold possibly at 1996 based off 15 minute. 1996. All to the stop side here. Yeah, that could be a possibility too. It's going to be real patient today. Real patient. It's Friday. You know, we don't want to give away our profits. Just play it smart. So USD CAD is giving us a 5-minute break here. I feel more confident. It gives me more of an aggressive move. So like generally when something comes into a point of interest, I like seeing like a move like this, and then there's like a lot of imbalance in here. And then when it comes back, you know, we can play the candle and there's like a massive imbalance to fill. But when it's like this, I don't really like that. You know, for example, yesterday that made sense too. You know, we came down, not a massive imbalance. But let's say, for example, when we were shorting gold last week, or it was technically earlier this week, or even last week. Let's go to last week, Friday. So see, last week, Friday, when we were here, we had this, right? We had an up candle and then big imbalance down. So, like, I like that. Like, that's what I like to see for when price gets to my point of interest. And then same thing, vice versa for buys. We saw that on CAD. Same thing, you know. We had, you know, fast move up, and we had a huge imbalance. And then market actually moved away aggressively. So, like, that's what I like to see before, you know, the market comes in, and then, you know, we look for buys. So, until I get a pretty aggressive push, I'm going to just kind of wait. Yeah, if y'all see anything different, or, you know, maybe you see the same thing, whatever. At the end of the day, these sessions are, you know, just to show you guys kind of like how I'm thinking through these ideas. But really, it comes down to you guys, you know, creating this for yourself, right? You guys are looking at certain things that make sense to you to enter. Because at the end of the day, you guys already know this, I'm obviously not your financial advisor, but it comes down to you guys seeing it for yourself as well, right? Does it make sense? Does the trade make sense for you? And oil too was clean. Like, everything gave a beautiful pre-New York entry. I just wasn't at my computer in time. Like, this was so clean, right? Selling climax, spring, you know, so this could have been a risk-free buy right now. Just wasn't awake in time. This and US 30. Both very clean buys. That could be risk-free right now. Gold is currently struggling to fight to break this. Let's see. Got 20 minutes for this hourly to close. Bit less than 20 minutes. This is pretty solid to short, but what's dollar doing? Yeah, a whole lot of sideways movement. If you guys are, sorry. If you guys are new to the stream, I'd appreciate if y'all give me a like. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, this week has been a little bit of a pain in the butt. I agree with you there, Morrow. Yes, Samuel, what's up? Camille, what's good? Yes, I agree, AD. A lot of sideways movement. A lot of chop. Beginning of the week was nice. You know, midweek up until this point has been very choppy. Not the most ideal entry scenarios, to be real. So I agree with you there, Maru, 100%. It has been very choppy. Yeah, we could see gold break up. But then again, it's like, is it going to break up? Or depending on how this closes, you know. For news, this could just be a liquidity sweep over this high. We get into this, and then we can go to go lower. It's always entering within the mid of a range is always a pain in the butt. Because, you know, if you look here, you know, we're about 61%. Yeah, I look for breaker structure on a smaller time frame all the time. Like even here on a 5-minute, we could look at this as a, you know, break below multiple lows here. And that's why I was, you know, looking to see if this would make sense. But yeah, you know, like on USD CAD on Tuesday, that's what we look for, right? We waited for the break, right? This was more of a continuation in structure. It wasn't really a break, but it broke originally here, and then we created another high. So yeah, I look at it on the 5-minute as well. That's what gave us the reasoning to enter here, to go on Tuesday. Yeah, I look at that all the time. So let's see what UCAD does. You know, if it does happen to, we have about an hour until the news. So let's see where we're at in an hour. But within that hour, if we trade down here, I think maybe we could get that. We'll see. Yeah, if none of this happens, then I'm not going to be trying to short this. Just got to put up my other charts up here so I can keep an eye on things. It already took liquidity. Yes, it did take liquidity. I should have just kept chilling on my computer yesterday hunting for the short, because if I had the short from up here yesterday, I would not be trying to force something here today. Which this could be it for the short, you know? It's just, I'm always hesitant trying to enter a short when we're halfway in the range. There's always that possibility it could come up higher, run the high one more time, and then go. That's the one thing that always makes me hesitant. We do have an absorption sign too. Yeah, dollar's doing a fairly good job of holding this right now. We are coming with less volume into this. Just really seeing, you know, if this breaks, that would be awesome. And this is literally what we wanted to see. All right, so now that we've like created this structure here, so it's like, you know, now it's dipped. So now if we see a push up, that could be the break to the upside. And then price comes back in, and then we could potentially see up. USD Chef. I've honestly been leaving Chef on the back burner for the last bit, to be honest with y'all. I haven't really been trading it too much. I don't really like where it's at, to be honest. It's very, like, just rangy and choppy. That's why I haven't really been looking at it. I would like to see... It's just like the Chef is so weak, and then dollar is bullish right now. And it's like the bullishness on dollar is not showing over here at all. Like, it's still been dying. You know, like, comparing it to Friday and stuff, like, yeah, we had this move on Friday, but, like, it's just so ugly. Like, even right now, even if, you know, let's say if we are looking for gold, I mean, sorry, not gold, but dollar buys, I don't see that here at all. Like, you know, it's showing me bearishness still. So, I don't really like USHF right now. The shorts were clean, though. You know, shorting overall was very clean on this. This was like the last time I was looking at it. Was like over here, like 2 weeks ago. And then we ran this, and now we're... So maybe we do see continued downside on USHF. There are some nice equal lows here, but position-wise, I don't really see anything. Like, it could buy up too because of dollar's bullishness. It's just I don't see an area. Like, I can justify shorts more than buys right now, but like it could buy up because, you know, sell volume is depleting. But maybe we just need more info here to look for that buy. You know? So that's just me. I don't like USHF right now, so I'm gonna just leave that. If you like it, go for it. So CAD did end up coming filling that. Sheesh. This is like the same type of position it gave yesterday, literally. 3-minute push up and then 3-minute candle. So like this would have been the ideal area to enter, and then you could be break even right now. Based off that 5-minute. I originally did want to see this break though. Like, this is exactly what it did yesterday. It didn't give us the 15-minute break yesterday. So, like, this is what I wanted originally. But it didn't give us that. But then, if you did enter after the 15-minute, then you got wrecked. So, it's like, the 5-minute was the safer option. Because you were able to break even easier. So it's like literally the same scenarios yesterday, right? Boom, came up. That is truly what it wants to do. Well, dollar said, nope, I'm not breaking. I'm going lower. Okay, so let's delete that. So ugly for gold. Might even just leave gold on the back burner too, because this is just disgusting. Literally not doing anything. Buys probably would make sense though overall. It's just I don't like how we didn't sweep this low. Ugh. So ugly. And 30 was my play today. I just wish I woke up earlier. God damn it. So clean. I'm always hesitant setting limits overnight going into London, because especially on indices, because I feel like I'm going to get wrecked. But that would have been my play yesterday. If I just set a limit off this candle, I would have been good. See if we get a nice move for market open. I don't know if it's going to return back at this point, though. It just looks like it just wants to continue rallying. Let me know what y'all are looking at. Honestly, the market looks super sloppy today. Not really ideal. Maybe we can get some aftermath news type of stuff going on, but prior to news, I don't really see anything. Right, as of right now. Like, those entries have already been given, basically. Yeah, to me, 30 was a breadwinner today. Obviously, if you're awake, and then oil. US 30 still holding that higher low strong. Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. It is. Yeah, yesterday we were talking about us maintaining this hourly. It was very clean. Very, very clean. Do you have any hacks or tips regarding your mindset in trading and discipline? That's what I struggle with the most. What exactly do you mean? Because that's a pretty vague question. There's really no hacks or tips for mindset. It's really you learning more about yourself, right? Mindset and psychology and trading. Like, I can't really tell you what challenge you're growing through, because you gotta evaluate. It's really self-awareness, in my opinion. Like, psychology and mindset and trading is figuring out what's challenging for you as an individual. So that's where, like, journaling comes in about, because it helps you notice what you're doing wrong. Because it's challenging for the next person to tell you what's wrong with you if you don't even know what's wrong with you. You know what I mean? So that's where self-awareness with the journal and stuff really helps, in my opinion. Yeah, I do not think gold's going to hold this. I think it's about to just rip right through. Usually for an accumulation, I always like it running the selling climax, but it doesn't. Oh, shit. That scared the shit out of me. My bad. But yeah, like, I usually like seeing it run the selling climax, but always doesn't need to do that. Like, this could be a schematic without running the climax. So with that being the case, this could just kind of rally in for us into the... So now it's 8 o'clock. So let's see. Yeah, dollar's not giving at all. So this is... Unless if it wants to do what I did yesterday again and run the low again and then go. You know, we thought... Yesterday, for me personally, I thought dollar was going to maintain in here. But we ended up running that and then going, so... Yeah, this is not looking good at all on the 1 hour, 4 hour. Might just get a continuation. So I guess XXX USD up today if dollar goes down. So choppy, bro. I like to see gold get to 1975. I would like that too, but I don't think we're going to get that. It would be dope if we run this. And GJ Shorts wanting to see 4-hour equal low swept. Nice. That could be possible. Yen's been gaining some strength too, so that's a nice trade. What I've been learning lately is patience and wait for price to hit extreme zones to consider trades. Yes, indeed. Yeah, when price, like I perform the best in highs or lows and ranges. When we're in mid-range like this, like for example on gold, this is where accuracy gets doo-doo. You know, so I don't like ideally trading stuff like this. That's why, to me, like USD CAD is more of a ideal position today, considering that we are in a 4-hour zone and we could potentially see 5 or 50-minute distribution happen in here for the shorts. I'm more obligated to see that, also considering we're at the high of the day and everything. Whereas if you look at gold, it's like we're in the middle of a range on like a 4-hour time frame. We are in a 4-hour imbalance. We have a wick on one side. We have liquidity on the other side. So it's like you can justify both sides. So I agree with that statement, 100%. Highs and lows, extreme zones are ideal. Yep, Chris, I'm on the same boat as you. I feel like that's probably going to be my day today too, is take the position of no position. I feel you on that. Yeah, like this is atrocious. I'm just going to leave this. What do we have next week? Okay, we have AUD CPI. Okay, we have GDP. Ooh, we have yen rates. Okay, that's going to be interesting for yen. And then Friday, we have some USD stuff as well. Okay, next week is a little bit eventful. We are running into May as well, so when I lose trades more than 2 in a row, I lower my risk. Do you stop lowering your risk personally if you do this as well? I lower risk till I'm back at original balance. I don't lower my risk unless if I'm, I took some solid trades for the week, then yeah, I might lower risk. Or if I'm like, it really depends on the quality of the setup too. Like confidence is really what on a setup is what really entices me to have full risk or no risk. But for me to take a setup, I always take the full risk personally if everything's on the table. So I wouldn't really lower my risk personally because that messes up your R to R after. Because what if that trade that you lowered your risk on was the one that could have brought you fully back to your balance, but now you're sitting there like, shit, I should have risked regularly. So I don't really like changing my risk like that. The only thing that I do take lower risk on personally is indices at times. That's just because my accuracy is lower with indices. So, and sometimes they'll hit me out more often before I get in my entry, so that's why I lower it. But I personally don't like lowering my risk. I'll keep it consistent. Even if I am losing, like, I'll still keep it constant. Yeah, because, like, if you lowered your risk on that one setup, and then that was the setup that could have, you know, brought you back in break even plus even in profit. But now because you lowered your lot size, you're sitting there like, yo, shit, now I got to trade like 3 times as more. So that's why I don't do that. I'd rather just take the same risk if the setup is there. Crypto bull, I am longer term, but I feel like crypto is going to go lower for short term. You know, I've been looking for shorts. I had a short last weekend, but it got hit out. Well, originally I was looking for a position here off this trap candle. And then Sunday almost got me in that Friday almost got me in. And then Sunday I attempted here, but then I got hit out on Tuesday and then I failed to re-enter. But yeah, I'm looking for shorts right now. But you know, crypto, I think we are in this phase right now. We're going to see a bunch of sideways, and then maybe we dip later in the year. Depending on what happens, we could maybe even see lower prices than that, but we'll see. But yeah, I am overall bullish, but as of right now, bullish? No, I'm kind of looking for shorts personally. I think we could either sell off from where we're at. We could maybe go higher. But I think this is going to be the range where everybody's going to be buying right now. So I am going to be looking to short their buys. All right, because everybody that didn't buy down here for 16K is looking to position now. All right, so... What an uneventful Friday compared to last Friday. Last Friday was very eventful. So yeah, y'all feel free to like ask questions and stuff because I'm about to fall asleep here. No, I'm kidding. But you know, this is just very uneventful right now. Let's see if 30 will give us back a retracement before it goes. Dollar's still looking like it wants to go lower. This week was kind of weird, yeah. Like UCAD was my only solid trade this entire week. Whew. Is it the same for chickens like A1, A2 cows, if you can tell? Oh, interesting question. Um, so I did not expect that type of question, but hey, take advantage of anything really. Um, so cows, yes. You know, you could even compare eastern cows compared to western cows. But when it comes to chickens, you know, if you really just even look at the chicken's diet here in the Western Hemisphere compared to, you know, other places, you know, I do believe that the chicken that we have now are more genetically modified, you know, overall. Is it classified as the same A1 and A2? That I'm not unsure of, you know, but I do agree with the fact that, you know, there is the same type of stuff that we see with the cows. They are modified differently. So yeah, I think so. I just don't think that they're labeled like that. Yeah, so like shit, man. 30 and oil were my plays today. This is so dumb. This is like FOMO right here. I wish I literally just woke up like literally 15 minutes before. God. Or I should have been on. Because like what I've been doing now, I leave my phone in my office. And then like until I wake up, I brush my teeth. Then I look at my phone. But if I had my phone in my room while I was on the can, while I was taking my morning business, I could have looked at the chart and been like, oh shit, 30 is coming into my zone and entered. But I didn't have my phone, so that kind of sucks. Because I'll be in 30 and in oil right now. Buys. God damn it. That just sucks. What do you think about music affecting the way you perform? You know, I think what you listen to is very important. You know, if you continue to listen to music about stupidness, that's what you're gonna do. You know, a lot of masses of people listen to all this mainstream music consistently. You know, if you listen to it here and there, okay, cool. But you know, you get what you think about most of the time, but also what you listen to most of the time. So if you're listening about, you know, a bunch of the stupid shit that they put in music nowadays with, you know, sleeping with this girl, doing that, drinking, and a bunch of BS, then inevitably that's the life that you're going to give yourself to. And I've seen people do this. You know, I've seen people literally just embody what they listen to. And then they try to justify that, oh, you know, it's just music. But then why are you embodying that? Yeah, music is frequency, and frequency is very powerful. So if that's what you're listening to, then yeah, I completely believe that. If dollar does continue to be bearish, maybe we see yen come in here. I feel like that could be a nice short-term sell-off to get us down in here. Yep, see gold is breaking higher. Man. Yeah, I guess that 15-minute entry was the way to go there. At least we didn't take the shorts, though. So we dodged a bullet there. But yeah, I think maybe UJ can come down to come into this area. It's just, are we going to get that big of a poke up is my question. I wanted gold buys too, but just hate how it didn't run this low. Still got like 30 minutes or so until news, so let's see. I'm glad to hear that, brother. I've been listening to a lot of music that relaxes the mind because I notice that you do perform the best when you are relaxed. Yep, agreed. You know, when I'm usually on my computer on my own, like I'm playing like frequencies and stuff. Like it's not even like lyrical stuff. Um, you know, and it keeps the mind calm and relaxed. So I completely agree with you. GU and AU were pre-New York plays as well. Wish I was up. GU and AU. Yeah, facts. I agree with you on that. AU short was nice, but yeah, the buys below this wick were clean. This is what I wanted originally. But yeah, like I wasn't awake for that either. And yeah, GU was clean too. Euro, same thing as well, you know. Euro came back into our candle that we were looking at yesterday. It's just obviously setting a limit off the 30-minute would have, rinsed your risk to reward. But if you did it off of 15, yeah, you're blessed. Super blessed. That's why I'm upset about 30, man. God damn it. So clean, dude. It's all good. More setups will come. See, this is why I don't attempt CAD without the right move. See, it's just literally coming back. What's you, Chef, doing? Yeah, that's still dying too. Indeed. It's so hard for me to justify buys over here. Just looks like it wants to just free fall for these lows. Depending on what happens for news, maybe we just see that. Because if Dollar's intention is to just fall through, then maybe that happens for you, Chef, as well. Like you, Chef's or Dollar's trying to fight it, but I think it's just gonna literally go. Maybe we don't get our big dollar reversals to the upside till May. It's possible. May is when we have our next very big U.S. news, so we could just be consolidating in these ranges till then. Because we are overall developing a bunch of liquidity to the upside, so that's kind of good. I'd recommend classical music. Soothes, relax, and makes you feel productive. I agree. Yep. Yeah, I listen to classical. I listen to classical a lot when I'm reading. And then, listen to like certain frequencies while I'm like trading and stuff. I know right now I got instrumental and stuff on, but that's usually when I'm on my own, that's what I do. Does CAD news give strength to CAD? Well, it depends what the CAD news is. If the CAD news provides weakness, like it depends on what the news is to justify if it's going to strengthen or weaken CAD. But just because there's CAD news doesn't mean it's going to go up or down. Oh, unless you're talking about this news. I don't really know what core retail sales does, to be honest. Like what that news... Like that's not something I've always... Changes the total value of sales at a retail level, excluding automobiles. Yeah, I never really looked at this to like understand what that does. Yeah, maybe that if you mean like if that was weakness for CAD, I don't really know. I don't really know what retail sales does, to be honest. This would be so funny if dollar just maintains in here. That would be hilarious. That's like a 99.9% retracement right there off the hourly. It's possible, though. Very much could be possible. Why did US chef alarm goes off? Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not going to take that. I'm just going to just watch that. So same thoughts on last time could still be on the table with dollar. You know, if it does give that. But if not, then we would obviously see downside. Less buying is showing on the hourly, but just, ugh, so ugly. Let me know if y'all are looking at anything. In UCAD with you. You talking about the buys? Because I didn't pull on anything. So you're talking about the shorts. Oh, you're in the shorts. Yeah, I think the shorts are very plausible right now. Just very, very plausible. Huh? Yeah. I'm just really being patient right now. I want to see what the news does. Hey, if you're in there, though, that was like an ideal entry either way. You know, 3-minute makes sense. It's basically the same thing as yesterday. You could really give yourself shorter risk and stuff. Still struggling on how to read volume. I'm looking at gold sells and watching the dollar hover between two horizontal price volumes. So for volume, it's really looking at, it's the law of effort. Right? So when a move happens, you're basically looking for price and volume divergence. So if, let's say, for example, if price makes a new lower low, but with less volume, that's just showing you that the effort is most likely more to bring in buyers, and then vice versa the other way. I just don't like UCAD personally because of how we've been just chopping up in this range. And this absorption here coming into this. That was one thing I marked up too. So I think that this could go as well. I don't know. I just really don't know today. Today's just so choppy. I just don't know. Structure is maintaining above 30. Just, market's looking at ass water today. Then yeah, let's see gold. Oh, we are not too far away from this. Just missed that. Yeah, this could be an absorption on UCAD maybe to the upside, possibly. Just looking at this on a 30-minute. I'm not seeing enough buying weakness here to justify the distro. Could be wrong, though. We got news in 15 minutes, okay? Whoa, 30. Ooh. So we already know what the drill is. If dollar decides to yeet here, if we get the yeet, then our original direction on things might be playing out. Nope. It's like every bullish candle that I want it to trade up higher, it just comes back and just makes a new low. Oh, that's funny. I feel like that Toy Story meme right now where they're like switching through the channels. The pig has the remote and switching through the channels. So I feel like on the charts right now. They're just here scrolling through trying to look at something. Shit is so ass. There's gold. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get this. Maybe we can still get it for news. We'll see. Yeah, this could be an accumulation without having an actual spring. Without wiping out the selling climax. A lot of sell volume coming in on 30 right now. So let's see if this is just gonna sell off to break, or if this is gonna be an absorption. Just gonna keep an eye on that. There goes CAD. Mm. 10 minutes till PMI. Ugh. Pretty much all the imbalances are filled in this candle too, so. Okay, so this might be an absorption here on 30. A dirty 30. Very high amount of selling. But we are failing to break any structure, so this could be absorption for us to go higher and take the highs. The only things that are moving nice right now is like gold and 30 and stuff and oil. All the currency is just ugh. What do you guys got your eyes on? Let me know. Does look like dollar just wants to fall through the floor here. U-Chef didn't even quite come into that entry that I wanted either. Ford to get that. So didn't UJ. UCAD might break now. You know, so we'll see here. We got news in like 6 minutes, so news could break this down and then we could enter. Because, yeah, oil is like doing a lot of strength over here, so UCAD could give us short. Just need to be patient on the entry. We are seeing, if this candle in the next hour closes like this too, that would be nice. So see what the news does. Because, yeah, if this is a 5-minute candle that swept the highs and going into the news we break down, then we could look for a re-entry off of that candle. If that's what's going to happen on UCAD here. Yeah, gold is, yeah, I agree. So that, you know, ideal entry on gold. Just, this is what I would like optimal wise, but could give other areas too. Yeah, buying gold off this 15-minute would have been ideal as well. It is a bigger stop. You would only be at a 1-to-1 right now, or 1-to-2 almost. Yeah, 30 was clean too. It's just wondering if it's going to give us another bounce before, or this is it. Let's get a stretch in before news. Dollar go boom. Crazy how it still gave it. So this is most likely going to sell off here on gold. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. This is what we wanted, but it just didn't give us the ideal break. CAD buys played out, though. I'm going to move my risk on 30 because based off $1, this is kind of scary to be in buys. So I am going to manage my risk there accordingly. Because this can literally reverse right now. It's NASDAQ and all of them probably reversing or attempting to. Yep. Yep. Wow. What a reaction for PMI, huh? Her parents were home all morning. She was acting funny. Ha! Bro. That analogy. My boy's still going with it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now this is the gold move, right? The question is, if y'all didn't grab that, I didn't. I kind of was waiting for the reaction. You know, if that's the case, do we get this? Is that the play? Now, I do want to see dollars, you know, close solid. See, one side of me knew this was going to fucking happen, bro. I just couldn't justify going against my bearish bias on dollar. I mean, bullish bias on dollar. And it's crazy. We had that one, what was it, like a 3-minute imbalance? Yeah, we had a 3-minute. It was like 2-minute, my bad. 2-minute imbalance area. And we rejected off of that. That's crazy. That's wild. It was so hard to justify, but nothing really gave an entry. Like, Euro didn't break down. You know? Chef. Happy I didn't short that. See, like, the dollar direction was right, but entry was just so ass water. Did you guys grab anything? The only thing I'm in right now personally is 30, but, like, this is me going against the dollar bias, though. I feel like 30 could sell off from here. But it's also disrespecting the other indices right now. So we'll see. And USD CAD. See, the one thing I was debating on doing was adding a buy here on USD CAD. I didn't do that, though. I hesitated. Because I saw this absorption. And then I saw it again. And I was like, yo, this should go higher. But our bias overall was right there to see it run the high. So rip. Damn, gold is just shitting. All right, let's see if we get a retracement. We might not. I am most likely, yeah, I'm going to close my 30 buys. Because this is probably going to poop here. And I'm going to flip. Oh, man. I wasn't able to pull on the sell on my other account. God damn it. I'm in on one of my accounts, but not the other one. We have imbalance. Hopefully it comes back and fills me. God, that's annoying. Well, at least I got the short on one account, I guess. Should be in on both, though. 30's probably going to poop from here. Everything else gave the sign early. 30 just had to mitigate. That's crazy. I literally bought from down here, closed the buy, and then by the time I was trying to short, it had already left. Okay, let's see. Hopefully it comes back and fills some of these imbalances, because that's the only way I can get back in now. Oh, my other account. The other account is in. Let's see. See what's... God and Euro USD shorts done for the day. Nice. Yep, everything played out beautifully. It really did. You know, it's just being patient. It didn't give us a 5-minute break like I wanted it to. But this is where it doesn't always need to give you a break of structure. Because, well, technically it did give you a break of structure on the hourly. We just had to wait for that like 99.9% retracement. I really hope 30 doesn't just take me out now. That would be a little sad. Wait, did I get filled now? Okay. Yeah, holy gold. Gold, we have the short idea is just... Did any of y'all grab this? I don't know. Like, unless you played the candle. But, like, even if you set a limit, man, like, that would have probably hit you out if your stop was above that high. That was... Okay, what's going on here, 30? Why are you struggling? The other one's let loose. Why aren't you letting loose yet? Unless if the real play was the absorption. Now, it just makes me even more salty that I didn't get in gold up here yet last night. Because I always... See, I was telling you guys that like I really suck at these 50% entries on the range. And this is why. Because, you know, if we attempted here, we would have gotten ran out. And then most likely even attempting here, you probably would have gotten ran out. Unless you had your entry here and then your stop was like up here. But then you're fucking with your risk to reward. Happy to see that the direction played out though. So that's good. But no entry. No bueno. Come on, 30. Come on. You got this. I believe. So we got to do, right? We got to believe. We just take entries and believe, right, family? I believe. Maybe if we put 2 magnets on, I'll bring her down faster. Oh. So ideally on 30, I would like to see these lows get ran at least. That should give you a 1 to 4, 1 to 5. Took it off the 5 minute. Oh shit, what did I delete? Oh, I deleted my sessions. Whoops. Yes, I believe. I believe. Come on. Bust down. Bust down. Man. Oh, God. Dog. I was debating yesterday just doing this on gold and just leaving a limit. And now to come to think about it, it would have been so worth it. Everybody was so bullish on gold. It just made so much sense to keep shorting this entire week. It's all good. All good. 30 can make it up for us potentially. If it gives us the closes that S&P and everything is given. Now dollar as well. We just need dollar to freaking stay closed like this, which it should. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds for the hourly close. You know, if we can get something like that, that would be dope. Even if it does close like this, I still feel like the next hour would only come down a bit, but then still continue. Hopefully. We'll see. I know on this broker we technically ran this, but on the other one we didn't. So still has equal highs. So that would be solid. PMI is up. Oh yeah, word. I didn't even check out the numbers and shit. Okay. Damn, 30. You gonna do me like that? It's filling imbalances. So on my one account, I'm in from the 5 minute. On the other one, I'm in from this 1 minute. So really hope it just does this. But if not, that's why we use risk management. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Just gonna see what happens here. Because yeah, NASDAQ and all of those ones are super letting loose right now. $30's just lagging. All right, let's see. I'm looking for gold about 1952-ish. Yeah, I'm all about seeing gold go down. So, Leon, we're on the same page, my friend. I want to see gold just die. Okay, I want to see gold just die. Just fall over and die. I think our next major short might be in May. Maybe. You know, but either way, still looking for shorts. I rather short side than buy side. Rather short side than buy side. USD CAD, solid, coming up to our zone. We'll see if we get shorts up here next week. If not, then maybe we have another short-term bottom again. Because what happened last time, right? Like, we were shorting up in here on UCAD. It was so close to the lows, and they took everything back. And then it shorted off some random, wick fill, and then it just died. So who knows what UCAD wants to do right now? Like, it might even come all the way back up to the freaking daily candle, too. Like, I'm open to selling it, but I'm not going to force it until I see something. And that's why I did not attempt shorts here. So if y'all are still holding your buys, shout out to y'all. I'm still holding it too. I got about 10% of my volume still left from down here. So I think it made about another extra percent already. Let's go. 30's busting down. If y'all entered again, you know, we had pretty good re-entries on 30. Okay? Pretty solid re-entries. 5 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute again. So this is looking good. If you guys entered off the original 5-minute candle, I'm personally going to be breaking even, or I am broken even, I should say. But yeah, this should just continue to fall down here, following along suit the other ones. And we should see this take the low. All right, so, you know, if you guys want market to go in your direction, make sure you put 2 magnets on your screen. Right? Because 1 isn't enough. You got to put 2. Okay? Nah, all jokes aside, though. But yeah, this could be your first area of TP, depending on the 5-minute. If you want to go for a 1 to 4, there are lows down here. I am going to be leaving a very small portion of my volume to see if we can get these lows. Right? But yeah, I do overall want to see 30 come down. Right? 30's in a weekly range, in my opinion, to potentially give us a new weekly lower low, or at least come back down to this candle for then potential buy scenarios. That's how I see 30. We've been hunting for these shorts. We've been hunting for these shorts. So like on Tuesday, we wanted this. We didn't quite get that. We got the mitigation. And then, yeah, so that's clean right now. If 30 is nice, if y'all, are still looking for it, maybe it gives us that too. Yeah, solid. TP on 30 sell. Okay, well, I just broke down the TP thoughts, so hopefully you were paying attention there. It's crazy how I answer y'all's question before I even look at the chat sometimes. It's like I already knew the question was coming. I got to sell at Pepe at 99634. 99. Yeah, you're on some savage time, bro. I'm pretty. You're a broker. The fact that I didn't take you out, shout out to you, man. Rainmakers, good stuff. You partialing your position on 30? Not right now, but I'll partial it down here. I usually partial at, like at a solid area to see a partial, so like equal lows, imbalance. Equal highs or lows depending on if you're buying or selling. It really depends on what today's objective is going to be. I think we can see sells off for the rest of the day. It just really depends. Are we just going to range? That's another possibility as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and like reduce my risk on 30 on my one entry, and then I'm gonna break even on the other one because I'm in from the 5-minute. Because that should not come back. There you go. Gotta love MT4 on computer. Drag and drop. But yeah, this is beautiful. This is what we want to see right now. Just dollar just unleashing its fury. This is what we want to see. Man, I feel bad for anybody that was bearish on dollar this week. Get clapped, kids. Get smoked. I want to see dollar go lower. No, it go higher, okay? It go higher. Yo, let's go. Double rocket so it could go. Yo, that's a fact, Mario. Yeah, let's throw another one on there, bro. We got to double up. We got to double up. Got to even it out. Facts. Facts. It was unfortunate we didn't get any Forex entries, you know, but, well, some of y'all did. I know Mario, you grabbed Euro, so shout out to you. But, man, this was dirty. There's divergence, too, if you really look at it as well. I just noticed that. Euro was above this, whereas dollar was still maintaining it. So you got some divergence there. I couldn't really justify an entry, though, but good stuff. Good stuff for the ones that shorted that. You guys played the distro. And this just goes to show, like, it doesn't always have to give you a break. Right? Structure is amazing, but it doesn't always have to give it to you. GU was nice. I feel like GU is a better entry than EU because it actually gave you a better stop potential. Aussie and Kiwi kind of just continued from yesterday. But yeah, so, you know, we'll see what happens there. Man, 30's coming back. See what's going to happen here. This just might be the retracement that I wants to do before going lower. But either way, you know, you guys, depending on where you guys got in, either you should be in reduced risk or even break even at this point. So I am not going to be taking L's on this at all. Riding these trades are risk-free right now. Very, very clean stuff. Now, is the market going to be nice enough to give us re-entries? Now, that's the question. If that happens too, like not only do we get a massive move like this on Friday, but we also get a retracement to continue, man, that's just something else. That would be something else. That was like UCAD last week. Whoa, what's going on here? UCAD took off, and then, you know, Sunday or Monday is when we got a re-entry. So maybe that's what happens. You know, maybe we continue selling off or chilling in this area, and then maybe the market open time is when we come back. That could be a possibility. Yeah, I usually like NASDAQ or 30 the best. S&P sometimes does some weird stuff. Honestly, all three of them do some weird stuff. It really depends which one diverges. Yeah, this was cool, though. S&P ran above that. Divergence. NASDAQ maintained. And then 30 ran above, too. So two of them ran above London's high. So NASDAQ was the weakest one out of the bunch today. This was an example of relative strength analysis where it could have actually played in our favor. And we had volume divergence too because we had so much buying, but we went nowhere. There are times where, you know, relative strength does come in handy. But I've always noticed it after the fact. Yeah, if I had noticed that before, that would have been cool. Yeah, we're just going to ride 30 risk-free. Hopefully it still continues to trail down. It is in that, what was that, like a 5-minute candle that we justified earlier? Yeah, so we are in the 5-minute candle. Let's see. Should sell off from here, hopefully. If not, we're going to get hit out break even. CAD swept the high. Let's see, 30, or not 30, but dollar, ideally, if we can see a strong close, that would be nice. If within this next hour, this just continues to go, that would be even cooler. Because if that's the case, then we have a new accumulation range. And we could just play this next week, like within this range, to take this up to the daily. Like, it's crazy how much we've been accumulating off of this candle, though. This daily candle right here. It's wild how long we've been accumulating on it. That's why I'm really on the side of seeing dollar just explode. Dirty be dirty. Might get a hit out BE. Break even still better than a loss, though. Ooh. Is it really reacting off that? Are the other ones changing direction too? Let's see. NASDAQ. It's in there. S&P. Well, looks like I'm going to get hit out break even. $30's just like, nope. Debating if I should collapse my entire UCAD position here, if I should continue to hold. See, a dollar is not giving the close that we ideally want. Depending on which broker y'all are looking at. Well, actually, both of them didn't close above. Yeah, this is so rangy and choppy. Wanted that close. Even that last hourly candle, 15 minutes before this opened, if that gave us a close, that would have been nice. We'll see. Just got to be patient. But yeah, 30 is most likely going to get a hit us out. BE. Which is fine. Just trying to see if I could have justified partialing this, but that would have been like a 1 to 2.85. It's like a decent partial, I guess. Almost a 1 to 3. The 1 minute entry, in my opinion, had a better partial, most likely. Let's see. Yeah, the 1 minute entry had a better partial. Could have been like a 1 to 3.7 or 4. Yeah, I was justifying my TP based off the 5 minute because that's how I originally entered. Then I only entered on the other one based off the 1 minute. So like that was one of my entries, and then the second one was off the 1 minute. So my 1 minute entries stop is still open. It's based off there. So either I take a break even on one account, and then the second one, due to the fact that I entered off the 1 minute, that stop is above this high. You know, so I might take a small loss there. So we'll see how this plays. It is looking like it just wants to go now, so. So let's see. See the chat here. What convicted you on dollar like that? I was one of the ones who thought it would fill some imbalance and then shoot up. Honestly, it was the fact that we were struggling to close below this. And like none of the candles were really giving us solid closures below the low. You know, but it's like the same thing we're doing up here now too, though. You know, it's like this could literally come and just take everything out again. It's kind of annoying how we've been just playing in this whole range this entire week. Like, we have not budged taking out of this week. That's why I think May is going to be a very powerful week. Or powerful month. BTC, nice sell. I didn't even look at BTC. Oh, well, yeah, from like up there, yeah. Today, I don't really see a sell. We're at the bottom of a range, too. To me, it makes more sense to look for potential buys to then sell, if anything. Well, I got hit out of 30. Short off of the open was nice, but I guess the buy made more sense because of the absorption. Just looking at the aftermath. That could have been the better play. I did want to see this come up higher, too. Guess kind of I married the dollar bias too much there a little bit. I should have been open to getting out, just like how I was open to, because originally I bought 30 here, and I was open to getting out of it because I saw the reaction on dollar, and then I shorted it. But the same way that dollar failed to close here, I should have flipped my bias again, which is always hard to do right away. And that made sense because now this is absorbing and then, you know, still playing the buy side coming up here. So yeah, maybe we still do get this higher area then on 30 for shorts next week. Or the week after, who knows? We might be ranging in this whole thing for another week. Gold is coming back, but I'm not really interested in shorting it, to be honest. could play out. I would just need to see a solid breakdown for me to get in that. It's like something on this on CAD is nice. So see, we ran above the high. We got a fast move up. So now if this comes down and breaks, we could look for this. That would strengthen the bias on shorts. So we'll see. We shall see. Overall, pretty choppy day. Now we had a decent sell-off on 30, but didn't quite go to any targets that I wanted to, so kind of just took a BE on that. But otherwise, our initial UCAD bias of seeing it run the high, that was nice. That's about it. I'm probably going to chop things up and call that a week. I'm just going to wait and see what price plays out moving forward for the next week. Yeah, I don't know if y'all have any questions. I'm probably going to get off here because I'm not really going to be looking for anything else at this point. Don't really have much for the rest of the day, and it's Friday. We had a solid week either overall this week. UCAD was amazing. Even though I took a break-even / small L on the other account on 30, USD CAD was still solid. Risk management is key. So we shall see what we get next week. Yeah, I guess I'll leave things off there. If you guys did enjoy the streams this week, please give me a like. Even hit that subscribe button as well if you guys aren't already subscribed. And I will see y'all on Go Live in a few hours if you guys are a part of the academy. And we'll, speculate more on next week. And if not, I'll see you guys on YouTube on Tuesday. And then also if you are looking for more mentorship to be, more of my personal student and you want access to my team chats and stuff like that as well, feel free to hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram is below. I am currently taking on new students. So if you guys do want to learn alongside me within the markets, let me know. But yeah, take care, everybody. Hopefully y'all had a fun stream today, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.